Hi everyone, welcome to TGIF. My name is Vishnu Agarwal and I'm the host for today's episode. So by now, we all know that how large language models can help you to have a conversation with unstructured data like a PDF document. So how about a service which can help you to reason over semi-structured data or structured data like a time series data? Microsoft offers TimeGPT or TimeGen 1, which is a foundational model which works fantastically on time series data. These models make the task of forecasting much more easier, faster and accurate. And hence, to discuss more about it, I would like to invite Arvind Raman for a short conversation. Hi Arvind, welcome to TGIF.
Hi Vishnu, always a pleasure to be on TGIF.
Great. Quickly Arvind, I would like to know what exactly is this TimeGPT or TimeGen 1 and what are its significance?
Surely. So TimeGen 1 is a foundational model for time series data.
Okay.
Historically, time series data forecasting has been a challenge because of problems of seasonality, trends, missing value errors and others.
Okay.
TimeGen GPT helps me to forecast a futuristic value based on a learned pattern.
I see.
This has been trained on billions of data records, which helps me to get a quick number in a fraction of a second.
I see.
The key advantage is that I don't need to retrain the model. This is an out-of-the-box model, and based on specific functions like anomaly detection or demand forecasting, I can get the desired output.
Okay, great to know that, Arvind. So I believe that it can work on IoT data, social media data, any data that is semi-structured in JSON format and timestamped. It can work on that. Can you help me understand where across industry, where can I leverage this model to perform forecasting or anomaly detection? Can you share your point of view?
Surely. See, broadly, we've seen 4 key verticals wherein this is getting used. From a manufacturing perspective, it is across inventory management, across predictive maintenance, and I would say anomaly detection. From a banking and a financial services perspective, it is in terms of investment planning and risk management. From a healthcare perspective, I would say in terms of continuous patient data monitoring. And from a retail perspective, it's been across demand forecasting. So fairly a broad-based usage across all industries.
Great. If I have to start leveraging it, how can I quickly get started with this models?
Surely. So TimeGen GPT is available in the Azure AI model catalog as a model as a service. So a fairly straightforward process. You need to go and identify the select model, deploy it, use a pay-as-you-go model, and you will be built based on the number of tokens. So the full orchestration is a low-code, no-code model. I don't need to write any lines of code, and it gets automatically deployed within my particular tenant.
Yep, wonderful. So I'm really excited about it. Can you share a short demo on this?
Absolutely. Let's get into a demo, and I'm going to demonstrate 2 use cases. The first is in terms of anomaly detection, and the other is in terms of predicting the number of people who would take an airlines based on a historic data. So let's get into the demo.
Yeah.
Let's start the demo by deploying the TimeGen model. I am in the model catalog in the Azure AI Studio, and I search for the TimeGen GPT model. Here's the model, and the deployment is a straightforward process wherein I just need to hit the deployment button and the deployment happens automatically. Since I've already deployed the model, I'm just going to skip this part. If I look into the deployments tab, I will find that the model has been deployed. As you see, the model has been deployed. So let's go ahead and run this model for a few of the use cases. Let's get started with anomaly detection, and in this particular case, I am feeding it with a specific data point from an MES system which has specific anomalies. I import the necessary packages required to run the notebook. This is the specific data set that I'm referring to, which I will be using in this demo. This is a quick visual representation of the data point, and as we see, there are multiple anomalies readily visible in this case. The key aspect here is that I just call a simple function called detect anomalies. I don't need to write any particular Python packages, or I don't need to write any specific code. I call in the specific package, the tool looks into the specific data and helps me with the plotting of the anomalies. In this case, it has clearly identified the different anomalies and is able to give me an out-of-the-box report which I can readily utilize. Let's go ahead and look at the forecasting scenario. In the forecasting scenario, I have a specific data point in terms of air travel passengers. This is the number of air travel passengers till 1950s, and I need to predict it for an additional year. So I pick up the data from this particular set, and this is a quick representation of the overall airline passengers. And in this particular case, once again, without writing a single line of code, I just call in the forecast function, and the tool is able to predict the value. As we see, using the TimeGPT function, we are able to carry out a series of time forecasting activities.
Cool. Thank you, Arvind, for sharing
Thank you,
your point
Vishnu.
of view and being part of TGIF.
Thank you, Vishnu.
Yeah. So you have seen how TimeGPT or TimeGen1 can help you analyze time series data without actually training on that data. So with that, see you next week on another episode of TGIF. Thank you. Bye.